Conspiracy theories and the people who believe them. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me, Catherine.
It is somewhat shocking, the recent Scripps Howard poll that was done just last month that found 16% of respondents said it was very likely that federal officials either assisted in 9/11 attacks or allowed them to happen, and a shocking 20% said somewhat likely.
Yeah, it's a number that I think stunned a lot of folks. I mean, what it says is that 1/3 of the public believes it's at least theoretically possible that the government had something to do with the attacks or allowed them to happen.
And what do you think is behind this? I know online you can find a litany of conspiracy theories out there and films on it. What do you think is feeding this?
Well, I think the internet has certainly provided a kind of megaphone that probably didn't exist before. Also, underneath some of these theories are a general dissatisfaction with U.S. foreign policy and with the war. Mm-hmm. And there are a number of folks out there who are just not inclined to believe anything the government will tell you. And there are, in the recent history of the U.S., a certain number of conspiracy theories that turned out to have a grain of truth. That doesn't say anything about 9/11 specifically, but I think allows this sort of thing to fester. So
many people are unhappy right now that they're more likely to believe some of these theories, is what you're saying. One of the films that is really getting a lot of attention is one called Loose Change that is on the internet. And one of the things it has in its favor is that it looks so authentic.
Yes, it's done by an aspiring filmmaker, and most people who've seen it find it, at least superficially, to have a nice feel to it, to feel like it's documentary, if you will, to feel like it's a well-stated case. These conspiracy theories generally have two basic tenets. One, that the downing of the trade towers was actually a controlled demolition, and secondly, that the Pentagon was struck by a missile, not by a plane.
Right, and there have been many investigations into some of these things, as you said, that have been raised in these theories, especially a debunking by Popular Mechanics that was done last year.
Popular Mechanics magazine in early 2005 did an in-depth article that took these claims head on, and many people think was kind of a slam dunk in taking them apart. Mm-hmm. It proved to be a very popular article, and the magazine has since expanded that into a book. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, a government agency, also did a 43-volume report, in effect taking on some of these claims last year, and just last week issued a briefer 14-point summary rebuttal of some of the charges.
All right, so the evidence is out there that these theories are not true, but could you, if you started now, convincing these people that believe this, convincing them otherwise?
I think there's probably a hardcore that would not be convinced by anything that a government agency or even, frankly, the mainstream media said, since if you believe in some of these theories, you may believe that the government or the mainstream media, including U.S. News and World Report, may be part of a conspiracy.
Gordon, thank you so much for being with us and taking time, some interesting information. Gordon Witkin.
Thank you for having me.
And for more information, take a look at this week's issue of U.S. News and World Report.
More controversial comments today from the Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, not about the whole